A little bit of a switch around it. Yeah, it was not.
That was their very last game,
Yeah.
at ESL.
I remember that one.
Oh, yeah. That
It is.
Newbee's played it every time.
Important. It's because it was more important when they had the two bans. But the better drafting teams used to use that first pick as a third ban as well.
5 seconds.
Alright, so Newbee has been robbed of their Bloodlust machine. We'll see what they get to replace it. That'd be a great cosmetic, by the way. Anybody out there? We could do that set together. It's just going to be a cardboard box that says Bloodlust and a little stick pops out for Ogre Magi, and that's all it does. What do you think?
No.
You think they'll go for something like an Undying just to match the Ogre in the lane? That's what we've seen teams do a lot in the past, just so you can stand toe-to-toe with the Ogre.
Yeah, not a lot of heroes can do that, huh?
Turn to pick.
A Winter Wyvern!
Wyvern also one of those top 5 heroes.
Sure. Good stuff. Kind of limits their picks a lot as well, picking it early. I mean, you're probably not going to see a Sven or a Chaos Knight coming out from Team Secret now. Unless they're feeling really wily there, my
10
friend.
seconds remaining.
Well, I just feel like this has been Newbee's approach for with drafting for a while. That they like to lock down their supports, particularly early, because they draft a lot of team fight, and they rely so heavily on their supports to stabilize the lanes.
Look at Yapster and Pup. Having that little miniature conversation with himself. Yeah, making these goofy faces.
He knows we're watching.
absolutely gorgeous.
Those two big.
Team Secrets turn to ban.
Against Tide.
Talking about it's just such a powerful flex pick for Secret. There are really, even among the top teams, there are not too many heroes that are played well by all 3 of a
10
team's
seconds
cores,
remaining.
and Timbersaw really is that for Secret. You don't see mid one on it as often anymore, but he used to play that hero a lot this year.
But next band, they're really targeting Kaka.
They should.
That's again, anytime I look at drafting against Newbee, that's the #1 guy that I'm concerned with. They count on his roaming so much. He has played a lot of Slaughter though recently. That's a hero that he's added to his pool relatively recently. They're already, I think, 8-3 with it in this patch.
Yeah, they work quite well with Wyvern too. Like Aggressive Haze plus Curse, pretty much kill anybody. Slark.
What?
That's.
I mean, back in the day, that was one of Ace's favorites.
Sure.
That was one of the heroes he used to bust out all the time with the Danish lads.
Maybe they're revealing a little bit with that. Maybe they're not going to go for any form of Hex,
10
you know?
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
Slark is okay.
Newbees turn to pick. Team Secret.
Do it. There is your Kaka Ursk right now. Only 3 and 5 so far in this patch, but they picked it in some rough matchups.
Newbees turn
He
to
does play on that hero tremendously. That we would not have expected.
I remember the Team Secret Abaddon game. Do you guys? Where they tried to do a carry Abaddon earlier in Dream League?
Ace?
I don't remember. It was a very unmemorable performance. So
10
hopefully
seconds remaining.
things have turned around here for that. What are you guys thinking? Just offlane here? Or?
I mean, you are right.
5
Yeah, Ace
seconds
is
remaining.
as versatile as he is. They could be a position 1 about it.
Maybe they're trying to look to go aggressive and they put the Abaddon in a safe lane versus the Tide.
Yeah, I think most likely it's still going to be
That might be the adjustment they're going
That
for.
I'm down with.
Because then it limits the Earth Spirit's roaming potential, because then he has to focus on the safe lane more because of the aggro.
How's that matchup? Not too many melee heroes can avoid just getting totally dumpstered by Tide, but I think Abaddon is.
I think he can do okay.
I don't think so, man. He's a squid.
Cold Embrace is a save for the DP. So, you know, when you talk about a lot of the heroes that are laning counters to Tidehunter, like your Ursas, for example, are also end up being counters to DP because they have that burst physical damage. Well, the Cold Embrace, you just don't have a way to deal with it yet.
All right. Death Prophet, huh?
Newbie.
Need some bursty stuff. Medusa! How are they possibly gonna get it to the late game, boys? I'm not seeing it already. I mean, Medusa with Ogre is pretty scary with the Bloodlust, but...
Bloodlust and shields.
I mean,
Yeah.
Medusa is really good. This hero.
It's a really strong hero right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
So they do have that last
10
ban
seconds
left to
remaining.
take AM out of the pool. Otherwise, you snap pick that.
5 seconds
newbie.
remaining.
You know what I do find interesting is the fact that Secret actually decided to spend a ban on the CK when they ended up picking up a Medusa. I feel like every time that we see a CK in any game against a Medusa, CK just gets absolutely crushed. So
You know what? The stats on that, I just looked this up the other day. The stats on that are a lot less lopsided.
Okay.
When you think over the last couple of patches, it's actually pretty close to 50-50, and
10
it's just
seconds remaining.
solely based on tempo. If you look at the hero versus hero matchup, Medusa crushes.
Yeah.
But the tempo of the lineups that CK fits into tend to be so much faster that they can sometimes just kill all the Medusa's towers.
I mean, you guys are talking about fast lineups. That Newbee just looks like they're great. They're just a run-at-you murder team right here. I'm not how is Team Secret possibly going to make it past the 30-minute mark?
I'm worried right now because Secret has so little wave clear
And-
to deal with this Newbie push.
And little to no team fight.
I mean, they certainly do have a great set. If they can make it past the mid-game, nothing's killing this dude.
10
I
seconds
wonder if
remaining.
Newbie sort of decide to just keep the pace going and pick another one of their comfortable heroes.
5
Like just get the
seconds remaining.
Ursa into play. You know, we know that they love to run it.
Sure.
That would sort of fit the tempo that they may be striving to aim for with this
Oh,
lineup.
it just gets so. I mean, you talk about games where Ursa's going to get kited.
Sure.
Like that's
Sure,
oh,
you're
that's
going to
tough.
run into issues if it goes past a certain point.
Oh, they actually go for the PL ban, huh? Guess Diffusal Blade is pretty good.
I
What if they
think
go for
that's
something
the
just like an anti
Well,
wrong
Anti-Mage is
decision.
still here.
What
Yeah,
about-
I think
Go for
you
AM.
snap pick anti-mages.
yeah
maybe right
surely
now.
you just pick up the AM.
Like, there's very minimal lockdown inside of Secret. It's like,
This is the one, as I said, the last time they played Huskar against Newbie, they lost.
Oh, no!
And Newbie, they picked up an Ursa against the Huskar, and the Ursa absolutely wrecked face.
Oh,
I wonder if they'll do it again.
Oh, no. I mean, if they pick AM, it's looking okay. If they pick Huskar, it's
I mean,
AM can get crushed by a Huskar.
Oh, AM will get absolutely dumpstered, but yeah,
They could just play the Ursa.
They could. They love Ursa.
Oh my god.
yeah, I can't believe they actually picked the Huskar.
I would, in a million years, I wouldn't have called that. Not in this spot.
Well, they're a little confused by the decision themselves there. Taking every last second three. Oh,
They kicked it. No, they did it from the other side.
Yeah.
The better Ursa.
Well, it is in the sense that Monkey King offers you the same kind of burst physical damage potential, but he's not nearly as vulnerable to kiting. And he has that ult as a zoning tool in the team fights. I do like the strap by Newbie quite a bit. So guys,
Owen?
last series of the day. What are your picks for game one?
I think it's hard, but I just the way the matchups have gone in the past. Sure, they picked the Huskar again, the hero that they have when they lost against Newbie last time, but I'm sure they've got a plan. You know, Puppy, he always wants to try and prove something with his draft. If it doesn't work out somewhere, he'll do it again and he'll make sure it works. So I'm going to trust in Ace's Huskar.
Newbie.
all right.
10
I gotta go
seconds
for my
remaining.
boys.
The secret. Team secret. God.
They gave me a bracelet.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna go with my man Fog. I think this Newbie lineup is pretty scary. All right, boys.
Toby, I'm not Toby. Get that off it. That's an insult.
It's close
I'm
enough.
Blades now, too.
It's pretty bad.
That's an upgrade.
All right, boys. Let's get this last series of the day started. Newbie against Team Secret, and once again, we're gonna give you off to Toby and Blitz.
Yeah, we're your upgraded casting pair for this tournament, because they just want to get rid of the voices of Dream League. Yeah,
That was a little harsh.
yeah.
You didn't have to do them like
No. Let's go. Let's go.
that. We'll kill it.
Yeah, let's do that. Last.
We'll show them up.
Yeah.
Forget all about Cat. You'll forget all about Cinderin.
And together we shall create a new relationship. Well, let's look at this draft, man. Owen was kind of fixated on the past of Team Secret with the Huskar pickup against Newbee, where Newbee came out on top. I know we were kind of a little bit harsh on Moogie during Shanghai about his Monkey King, where there was definitely a couple of hiccups with plays. Which draft do you gravitate towards?
I actually like newbies. I think that Earth Spirit is a good response to these heroes. I think Monkey King matches up well. I think that they might have a little bit more, but I mean, we'll see. There's been a lot of surprises today.
They get past the Radiant Observer Ward in the mid, they get their own down. They didn't get any vision of anybody, but they're 5-man maneuvering into Team Secret's jungle, and, well, Ace is doing the right thing. He's by himself, hiding in the trees.
30 seconds to
Yeah,
battle.
I like that he's being careful about this right now. He doesn't see anything on the map. Nobody's showing at that top rune area. It's very natural for him to assume this. He even draws like a mini line to tell himself. It's like, do not go
No pass
there.
road, do not collect 200 gold.
If you notice, they actually placed identical wards on both sides.
Is this ward now like the new block ward? Like we've seen it. I think this is now what, the 6th time we've seen it at the start of a game.
The battle
Yeah.
begins.
And if you notice, like the enemy team is like literally the same wards. Like even the mid wards are on the same side. They've got the same set. Like everything just sort of matches up in that regard.
Mirror matchup. The only thing, well, even the Bounty Runes matchup. How the lanes match up. So you get the off lane from Team Secret, which is going to be Yapsaw and Poppy doing their dual roaming early game thing once more. Fada as the Abaddon already looking to creep skip. So this seems to be the bread and butter of Team Secret in the early game. They just get in between the lanes on the safe lane of Dire and just pull it back down again. They're going up against Moogie, who currently is by himself. Kaka was doing the mid block. That's for SCCC's Death Prophet, who's going against mid one on that Medusa. And that leaves bottom lane where Ace is solo Huskar versus offlane Faith on the Wyvern and KP on the Tidehunter.
Yeah, and I think KP needs help in this lane. It's pretty rough to play against the Huskar one-on-one, but
Kaka just TP'd down.
yeah, I think KP realizes any help guys for the most part.
Well, they can get it. Rolling Boulder going to go forward towards Ace. Instantly starts his TP and needed the 5! Oh, that was close!
And now he has no TP.
Oh!
He is
Well
going to
played.
be level 1 for so long. This is what IceFrog wanted to avoid, Toby. When he gave you a TP, he blessed you with it. That level 1 gush, he did not see that coming.
And so much damage so quickly. Now Poppy is the man who has to soak up against Tidehunter. So hey, welcome to the new 1 position.
Dire's top tower is under
Rubik
attack.
as well. Like Poppy and Yapsol will take this. They're okay with this. It leaves the one-on-one matchup of Abaddon as well as Monkey King, and then the mid's gonna be whatever the mid is. So now we have try on try. There's a lot of try on
Dude,
ball.
Puppy has 3 CS. That is more than he normally ever sees. Playing Ogre, I think he's gonna be really happy with that. You play Ogre, you're not about that farm life. Like creeps are a very foreign commodity to you. What you are is a hero that sits around, bloodlust, tries to get kills. Anything above that is just, it's bonus gold.
Oh, Ace is back into the lane now, so at least he can find some levels. Puppy will back off for half a second, so Ace can actually get more experience than he has. Is this a fun lane still for the Tidehunter? Obviously, like, he's got no points in Kraken. He's a 1-0-1 right now. But can the Tide stand against the Huskar?
As you asked that question, he gushed for 1 creep, so that tells you sort of everything you need to know about this lane.
Okay, get everything. Get everything you can to fucking get wrecked. Yeah, trouble. SCCC. Oh, boy.
Dunzo.
Telekinesis can, like, hold and a lot more control. Fada. A lot of early damage. And they're looking for the 4th proc. There it is. But then shields are up. Kaka can't get the control there. Long bounce. Not enough control to get the kill. Obviously, that's a level 3 Monkey King with a 1-on-1 business.
Does a lot of damage though. Almost 100. And that's why it's so obnoxious to play Abaddon against this. Both offlaners are going to struggle. So it really comes down to what the supports can do early game. And we already see, so far, Secret has been successful. Like that mid-rotation early on. As mid-1, going to get bullied out of the mid lane a little bit, but it's a fine lane for him.
10-5 versus 11-7. They're still going to be slightly favored. Ace is again trying to get into the face of KP, but difficult when faced right behind. Kaka waiting for his rolling boulder to come in, and there she goes, gets in front of Puppey, slows him down as Ace starts to lacquer up the burning spears onto Kaka as well as Faith. That dragon looks so cool when it's affected by burning spears.
Oh yeah. The limp? I like the limp. I'm a big fan of that.
What, the limping dragon when he's low?
Yeah, I think it's the best animation in the game for when you're injured. All the other ones are okay, but...
You know what it makes me feel? Like, it makes me feel sad that, like, Game of Thrones currently has no new episodes.
Okay, I thought you were about to spoil some things.
I was not gonna spoil anything. I'm not like that.
Toby, I would have disconnected your mic. I'm like 7 seasons behind.
7 seasons? What?
Scares me. Alright.
How are you 7 seasons behind? V-Series, like, watch it.
Oh my.
I know.
It really is. There's like a Tide Hunter.
Boogie, just try and slap Partner down. Enjoying the bonus damage. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, Delicate's grab into the stun from Puppey, but they turn in towards Ace. He can't survive this, or can he? No, he can't. 1-for-1 trade-off. Ace still got the kill onto Faith a little earlier.
Still fine. They're going to be pretty happy about this. Huskar's a hero that generally you want to have as much free farm as possible. Just because the way that this hero scales. You don't really scale as Yapsor going to be the best target.
Nice pickup from Yapsor, actually grabbing Kaka before there's any real follow-through from that ES.
Here comes the fire.
Tribute to my house.
It's going to get him pretty low, but ESL. Plus they have a shrine.
Parter. Okay, he's not having fun of that. Oh wait, tribute to whose house?
To Abaddon's house. Alright. This Tide Hunter is only level 3, but if I click the Huskar, he's only level 4. So this is okay. Because all the supports on the side are also level 3. So the levels are absolutely even. Although net worth-wise, very slightly in favor of Newbee, because their 2 core matchups are doing so well. The Medusa, she statics a lot of lineups. Like, she's one of those heroes, and I should elaborate on that. She just kind of sits there, and she's never really going to gank. She's not going to rotate very early. What she's going to do is she's going to sit there, stand out the lane, and force you to rotate so that you can just start to chip away at the enemy mid tower. But DP is one of the few heroes that does really well because she has a natural leech with the heal. So it's going to help him quite a bit, which is why he's having so much success in this mid lane. It's pretty even. Like, the Dusa obviously had the kill, so it's going to be a little bit ahead, but this is bad for the situation. As at bottom, Kaka gets it. Nope.
No.
He was
sorry. So
for it,
you don't take runes from Yapsor. That's not the way this game plays out.
He has gotten some bounty runes taken from him. Kaka grabs 2 in a row.
It's really amazing how close these lanes are, even with Fada. Like, Fada's managed to get a couple of extra levels up now, has borrowed time available. So everyone's doing well. All the supports are even. We talked about the boards being mirror matchup. Now it feels like, oh, until Tide Hunter died, everything else felt pretty mirrored.
Yeah, that was
Radiant's
a surprising death. I didn't think that they'd be able to grab him, but Tide is a pretty low level right now, still only level 4. And because he has gone for the early commitment in the Gush, he only has 1 in the Kraken. Which means he actually does take a decent amount of damage. And now Huskar's starting to catch up as a result. The Earth Spirit even has more net worth than the Tide Hunter.
If Huskar's able to get this armlet, then is that actually when Team Secret start doing their rotations? Like, do you fight with the Dusa, or do you just put a Batten and Huskar in the same lane and say, you know what, shield, go?
I think you continue to just farm. The pace of the game right now isn't bad for Secret at all, especially with that bottom kill. And they know that this Tide Hunter can't stand against this Huskar. So for the most part, I think if you're Secret, you allow things to remain as is and let your 2 supports roam around.
So then how does Newbee change the pace of this? Like, does it come through the Monkey King? Does it come through Exorcism push?
I think it's going to come through the first Exorcism, if anything. But we already talked about what Dusa does, so it's hard to shove her out of this mid lane and just rotate inwards. Like, this is a pretty well-balanced lineup by Secret that they have to counter what Newbee has.
God have a
Like, the laning phase went a lot better for Secret than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I didn't think this Abaddon would have this much success against the Monkey King.
Net worth-wise, he's still like, he's behind by about 1,000. Yapsor needs some space creation. Starts his TP out. There's no stun to stop him, so it will be successful.
Yeah, he just walks away casually. The second time we've seen that this game. Is at bottom now, Ace, about to hit level 6.
There's the smoke in mid. Kaka and SCCC are headed down south, so Exorcism was skilled up. The 4-0-2-1 build for him. Goes for right underneath the Radiant Observer Ward, and they're going to find Puppey. But Puppey, he breaks the smoke. Rolling Boulder from Kaka. It's going to miss the initial hit. He can follow up, however, with a couple of stones, and that's when they burn the Exorcism. They want to get through this Ogre, able to do so. And then let the Exorcism do the work on the tier 1 tower. KP still short of level 6, so their team fight's not that scary yet. And maybe that's the reason too why Fada does his TP in.
Yeah, they want to try to defend this tower out. They're bringing a lot of heroes down here. Ogres already respawned. Newbee, they really wanted to run into Ace if possible. And Fada with his ultimate just running forward now.
There's your first stuns, KP. He's dropping real low. Only 2 stick charges. That's not a lot of life. Ace wants to do a little bit more. If he can just get closer, he can get the jump in, but it won't matter when Fada gives him the slow. KP will fall. And SCCC, his ulti is worn off. Yapsor's looking for the grab, but cannot reach him. This is not the way Newbee probably thought this was going to play out.
Not at all. And in mid lane, Faith has a raindrop, so he's perfectly fine. Kaka might even kick mid one in, but gonna be perfectly fine. A lot of health. Quite healthy, as up at top, Mugi taking advantage of some of the space is level 9. Gonna go for the Battle Fury himself so he can continue to scale. But feels like Newbee are forcing the issue a little bit too much. Probably panicking at the situation at bottom more than they have to. The game is perfectly fine for them right now. There's no need for them to rush anything.
I'm surprised they actually went for that play before the level 6 on Tide. I know he's behind, but it seems to be like that critical thing you need in order to force a lane like this, and then you commit so much, you end up losing out in your tier 1 tower in mid. Kaka's going to be okay. He's back at the shrine, and Fada's not going to force the issue at all.
Yeah, didn't want to continue to chase him for that. Sees that the shrine is available too, but it does allow Kaka not to pop the shrine. He's going to go back to base, but he is pretty underleveled right now. Matching with the Ogre as Yapsor, already level 5, buys himself the Tome to get a 6. How's the Wyvern looking? Base already has his level 6.
Curse available. Bit of a dangerous thing when Team Secret are going in pretty damn deep.
Secret's okay with this right now. They just have to play reactionary, Toby. Like, they don't have to make any moves. Their 2 supports can do whatever they want.
Is this just because like, you just sit there going, hey, as long as Dusa has a lot of farm going into late game, we win?
Yeah, they have really static heroes. Like, they have heroes that don't necessarily have to move around the map. They have heroes that you come to them. It's not easy to kill this Dusa, so it's very easy to TP around her. Same with the Huskar, same with the Abaddon. Like, it's very easy to provide support for these heroes. Whereas for Newbee, I think they feel for some reason that they're under the gun and they've got to make plays happen.
There they go. Ace are going up to Ace. Kaka, a very off target for both the kick and the rolling boulder. Ace is doing a lot of damage, but not enough. He'll end up getting put down, but Exorcism again being burned by SCCC. Very liberal with the use of this. They need to bring down that tower. Meanwhile, Fada being forced off the top lane, but he'll be okay.
I really like that people are doing this now. We saw it in the game that Secret played. They were willing to pop the ulti pretty much at will. Bottom tower is now.
Popeyes just hiding in the trees nearby. He has a TP scroll available, so he can leave if he wants to. And for now, Medusa's pushing the mid, working with Yapsor, who's able to steal Splinter Blast level 3.
One of the better abilities that he can grab. Just another way to clear out the waves. A lot of nuke damage too. As we're looking around at the ancient stacks, not available so far for the Dusa. A little bit worrying. That's normally how she continues to get ahead, but it's understandable because the supports were so focused on that bottom lane.
There's the fact that Newbee blocked both of them, one with the Observer Ward, one with the Sentry Ward, so there is no more camps to come out until Secret deal with this.
That is preparation, Toby.
It is. Rolling boulder, comes in forward, Kaka, kicking Fada back. Mugi can't close the distance quite enough. So Fada's able to survive. Chinku not hitting his max count, so he didn't want to commit the slapper.
He has his ultimate, so it's a little bit difficult as KP now takes the front in mid lane. They really don't want to give up this tower, especially against the Dusa. she's a non-threatening hero. She just pushes in the wave. When you leave the wave, eventually, because, well, you get bored about laning against a Medusa, then she takes your tower. She, like, lulls you into this, like, sense of security. You're just like, it's only a Medusa. That hero doesn't do too much. Then she spams out the wave 2 or 3 times, and suddenly your tower's at half health.
Here's a question for you, and I think this ward from Karka kind of, like, pushes it into the forefront of my mind. Can Secret do Roshan without being fully contested by Newbee? And I ask this because it's a Huskar, right? Like, you want to be able to get the Agency model into him.
Definitely, but there's going to be a timing window where they have to win a fight. That's always the scary part about Dota, when you don't have these diversity heroes where you can sneak it really easily. I think Newbee, especially the Chinese teams, not to generalize too much, but they're really on top of Roshan. They almost, whenever they see any heroes missing, they'll always send somebody in to check. Like, they're really smart about that.
Yeah.
And it'll be obvious this game because they don't have a lot of wave clear aside from the Medusa on the side of Secret. So if that hero goes missing and none of the waves are being shoved in, it becomes pretty evident what's going on.
Oh, mid one. Gotta farm up that ancient stack. I say stack, camp.
Yeah, this being said,
This is so low, but he's ready to fight.
they want this mid tower. It's pretty low already. They can get a good position.
Well, they do a large amount of, like, damage very, very quickly with that Huskar, thanks to the fact that he is so low. They start on Faith. Karka rolling boulders forward, gets the kick into that Huskar. You've already lost the win to Wyvern, however.
KP's
But it
getting
may not matter when KP, oh, he dies to Roshan. He was denied to Roshan in this fight. The Prophet, however, locked down the Boundless Strike. It creates space, and so does the Wukong command. While Mugi may be stoned in the pit, he's able to create space for the rest of Newbee to back up and shrine up.
Very well done. Newbee, they do lose 2 heroes, but one was to a suicide. And at the same time, they kill the hero that needs to scale.
It's just salvaging a bad situation, but maybe not. SCCC, his ulti has just worn off. Support's going to rotate in. Tidehunter TPing to the tier 2 tower. And Secret, they realize they've gone in a little too deep, but their Observer Ward let them know just how much they can get away with.
They were just posturing. They have like 1 stun on their team.
They're actually going into attack Roshan, so if they need to win a fight, Ravage is still up. Exorcism, however, is down, and so is Wukong.
Oh no, Mugi TP bottom.
Yeah, showed himself down there too. Team C are going to be very confident to do this. But how do you stop this now if you're Newbee? Mugi has to bounce himself as fast as he can towards Roshan, but he's down to 1,600. KP can't get close enough. Controlled up. Mid one fighter and Yamsor all on his back. They need a little bit more magical damage to pierce that cold embrace. Meanwhile, Ace, he has the Agency Mortal. The curse creates space, but it's onto a baton, and the space is not enough. The shield pop of fighter ends up killing off the Tidehunter once again.
That was very well done by Secret, but at the same time, if Mugi shows himself at bottom, they just walk it in. He has to be more careful about his positioning. Because, like you said, you understood too, the next objective is this Roshan. You can't make it that easy for Secret to just walk in, get a free Aegis, no response.
Is that when Newbee kind of have to, like, just put a foot on the brake? It's like, hey, Mugi TP towards the bottom lane. Why are we coming in close? Why are we trying to contest Roshan with 4 heroes? And one of those heroes doesn't have their ultimate, the Exorcism.
The thing is you almost never want to just give it up for free. So you at least want to posture for it and slow things down as Ace grabs a solo kill on a Faith. But at the same time, I think that there was probably miscommunication. Because you could tell that Newbee knew it was happening.
Yeah.
Like, they were posturing towards that area, but Mugi having TP towards bottom pretty much makes that chance nil for them defending. They used a lot of multis though in the previous defense, so I think Secret felt very comfortable that bottom.
Yeah, they're going after him. Unfortunately for Newbee, they still have to break through. Actually, borrowed time. There she goes. They waited out. No instant follow-up. SCCC is just a little bit too far away. Meanwhile, Huskar takes the tier 1 tower up on top, finishes up his halberd with the money.
This is crazy that Secret can simultaneously take that tier 1 tower top without any support on their Huskar. They're pinging like crazy right now.
Well, no one's going for him, and who can really deal with Huskar?
Just bring 3 heroes over, take his Aegis. It's better than allowing him to play with this much impunity. Like, they're pinging that area because they know that Ace is there. You can tell that it's bothering them right now.
Yeah, but they don't know where they're being watched from. That Observer Ward's still watching the Ancients very closely. So even when Newbee rotates someone over to deal with Ace, Ace has a very early warning detection system.
Yeah, Secret's playing really well right now. They're rotating their cores very smartly. They're playing to maximize farm right now. They're playing a little bit risky, but you're gonna like that if you're a Secret fan.
Oh, this is so much money coming into Moogie. He's almost finished up his Shadow Blade.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big pickup for him.
Yeah, but he's already farming so quickly thanks to that Battle Fury. So while that fight was happening around Roshan, he was pushing bottom, he was working that Battle Fury farm in. So it's not an inefficient game right now for the Monkey King.
Same problem exists though. Like they're forcing fights and their Tidehunter. If you notice, it's kind of awkward for him. He tries to walk in and ravage, which is what you do with Tidehunter. Run in, but he has another Hulk-like figure on the other side. This Abaddon. Like Fada doesn't care. You noticed in the last fight he just ran at him.
Yeah.
Eventually he got low enough where they just right-clicked him down to death.
Team Secret smoked up. They want to go on SCCC, but this is a trap. KP waiting in the wings. Yamsol's going to go for the pickup. KP, the Ravager, connects on all four with the rolling boulder forward. The silence against all four as well. Combining with the Exorcism. Ace wants to do more, but the Wukong command. It surrounds Secret on all sides. Fada able to shield up mid one because obviously the mana shield's not enough. Here goes Eureka's Immortal Trigger, and Huskar no way to get out of this. Newbee, the perfect combination, and Secret, it was their turn to force the issue.
Kaka was so prepared for that fight. I really hope we get to see a recap because that was crazy by Secret. They force staffed in. That wasn't Yapsor's force staff, that was Secret's defensive force staff that he needed. And then they hard commit under the tower for a tide. Gets a free Ravage opportunity.
Now Newbee, they're forcing into the tier 1 tower. Remember, there is no ulti from him, but Abaddon beating the crap out of Ogre. There's your double stun from Moogie. He wants to jump in through the back lines with borrowed time. Fada just runs forward. KP once again, the Tide Melon gets cracked, and Faith will be the sacrificial dragon.
Invisibility.
Nice Kaka. Oh, Sentry. Is he out of range? Oh, Yapsol! Got him!
Okay, and so they win a fight, and then Newbee's like, would you guys like to take that back? We'll run it back.
We bought insurance for that investment, right?
Alright,
so let's see it again.
Yapsor gets force staffed in, he goes for the DP, then they get a free 5-man Ravage into a 3-man kick into like the best Wukong's command I've ever seen in my life.
It's like Ace didn't start attacking until 10 seconds into that fight.
Yeah, he couldn't, he just got kited.
Nope. Locked, controlled. Back into the game we go. KP once more. Being the first meal, he's the entree to Team Secret's fights. And that tier 3 tower is getting ripped apart. Ace sitting on the stairs. Taking the tier 3 tower, can go for more. Still no Tide, still no Ravage. Curse is on cooldown. Exorcism is on cooldown. The mid-ranks is almost gone. Ace is so low with the pick up and throw down. There's the Curse. It's out on the Huskar. He's almost gone, but no, they pull him back. They get out of the Wukong's command. A great disengage from Team Secret. And you know they're itching to go once more.
Secret's team fight right now is absurd. The way that they're playing this. Aside from that one crazy YOLO engagement that they had no reason to do. Like, their decision-making in this game has been pretty flawless.
Mid one standing his ground. The rest of Team Secret backed up to attack the shrine for half a second. Now KP, Ravage is up. You must be aware of this. He's dropping down low, getting a couple of burning spears back, and he's just coming in for it. There goes the Ravage. He'll actually catch them. Ravage stolen by Yamsor. He wants to come back in again. There goes the stolen Ravage, but they can't get in close enough. They're running away while they're triggering off the Stone Gaze. SCCC wants more. Exorcism is halfway through its duration, so Ravage is blown from both sides and everyone walks away.
Secret are going to be so happy about that engage. Yapsor's Ravage, he thought that it was going to lead to more. And in all honesty, it looked like it was going to, but I think for Secret, you just reset, right, Toby?
Yeah,
Ravage
why not?
is down, Exorcism is down. You're not...
You can wait for Ravage to come off cooldown again, right? Like that's, you just wait for the big abilities. You can take the tier 2 tower up on top.
I actually think if you're Secret, you just continue to push.
You can keep pushing, but you can also think about Roshan. He'll be back up potentially in about a minute.
No, I think you play the cooldowns right now.
Oh, they're coming in.
The timing is more important on this.
They're attacking the tier 3, trying to bring it down. Mid-racks, they already took the melee racks there, so they'll have momentum. Oh, the Curse. Goodbye, Puppy. It was really nice knowing you. 3-man silence from SCCC. Makes it so Seeker are being a little bit more wary.
Bunch of Brutuses. 400 gold in exchange. That's all the ults though, but I think without Puppey, they're going to think twice about that.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game in Dota often. And you do have a significant advantage now at 6k. Like
you got no, the critical thing, there's no bloodlust anymore, so Medusa and Huskar back up.
Everything is being pumped into these two heroes right now. They're being artificially enabled. Like you have these heroes like the Bad and just built purely defensive items for his team. He has Vlad's and Solar Crest. It's meant to give just a bunch of buffs more than anything, and at the same time, like you have this Ogre. Like this is a pretty neat strat. And then you have this Rubik, so you have some form of catch, so that your team fight isn't completely limited. And of course, it's Yap, so you can steal something like Ravage.
Yeah. Moogie does have one small answer to the Huskar, so Silver Edge just got picked up by him.
I'm not sure if it matters though. Their ability to set up the fight is more important. Like the Ravage is the key here. Because Moogie, yeah, sure, he does a lot of damage. We already know that.
Kaka, well, there's a Yell Scepter up and towards the air. Yapsaw hits the deck.
That was awkward.
Yeah, I don't think either team wanted that. Ravages are coming off cooldown in 5 seconds time for both sides.
I like how you had to say that plural. Ravages.
Yes, it's the way it runs. Newbie want to try and fight, they're going to smoke up, but they have to be aware. At least the upside for Newbie right now is that both KP as well as Yapsaw don't have a maneuverability item.
Yeah,
Force Staff is not done on Yapsaw yet, and no Blink Dagger on Tide.
He's only got Ravage for like 2 more seconds. It's just about to run out. I don't think you pop it here. I know a lot of people like pop spells in jest, but
he's got a lot of mana to work with, but yeah, he'll let it go.
Because what if you steal it again? It'll be on cooldown.
True. Very true. Oh, Newbie. They're ready to fight. They're not going to be able to. Mid's pushing in too hard. SECC and Faith will TP back to defend it up. This will now be telegraphed to Team Secret, who go back into their farming game. You mentioned, like, you're happy to play the slow game, especially when mid one is still, even against a Battle Fury Bunky King, he's still 2.5 grand in front.
Yeah, I'm not sure how kill mid one right now. Like, he deals a lot of damage, he's very tanky.
Especially when you got, like, an Abaddon behind him.
The amount of armor that he has on top of the mana shield is quite difficult to take him down. I think for Secret right now, you just continue to march down objectives. But they are smoked up. Maybe trying to run into somebody here. Is Kaka gonna disengage?
Waiting for someone to try and defend that bottom lane. Faith is the most obvious choice for KP. Right behind him, there's a steal over on the Slinch Blast. But Faith just turns the ulti on. I don't think it's gonna be enough damage to kill off Yapsaw. Fada hits him 4 times and then gives him a Mistcoil. And Puppey, they jump in further. Moogie, he's ready to fight. Wukong Commander Velvo gets a double sub at mid one. He goes in. Stonegaze is turned on. Moogie and KP, they stand on the high ground, but the one who's isolated is SCCC in the middle lane. KP comes in for the Ravage. He'll connect on 4 and Ravage again! Stolen by Yapsaw. He's coming in for the fight. He's ready to go, but he's waiting for the right opportunity. Just pushes forward. Doesn't even need Ravage. Newbie have 3 heroes who are currently manure. And Secret will come in. They can push the mid lane in and then rotate to the top. Fada is already there, shielding up to attack the tier 3 tower. And now it's Newbie who have to fight into a Rubik Ravage.
Yeah, now the Tidehunter is on the other shoe. I don't even know how I'm supposed to say that. Top tower gonna get taken. Secret is so confident in their team fight. Yapsaw didn't even have to blow that.
GG. They actually call it. It's a 27-minute GG. Newbie see no way that they can stop this. A celebratory Ravage. As Yapsaw, you can put it this way, he stole the melon seeds.
I like that.
Spit the pips.
That was good.
Team Secret, real solid game. 14-8 Newbie. They wanted nothing more to do with that game, and rightly so. As you said, like, there was no way to kill off the Medusa. How do you handle that?
Yeah, that was dominant too. Secret, they understood their lineup, and I feel like they just played